Hello, I'm going to do a quick informational video on a permanency conference for foster care, and this would be for the 6 month. You have a permanency conference, and this is in Texas, at 3 months, I believe 3 months, 6 months, and then a year. There may be a 9 month one too. I'm not sure. We haven't got to that point yet. Our 6 month permanency conference was in October, so this is a little late, but this is what our experience was, and I would assume what you could expect if you're going to a permanency conference. I'm trying out something new. I've got a selfie stick, so kind of trying out something new there. Okay, so the people who come, or everybody who's involved in the case, CASA, your guardian ad litem, which you would see as GAL in a lot of the forums and support groups, CPS, caseworker, CPS supervisor, CPS attorneys, CPS investigators, anybody who's involved in the case. Also, the foster parents go. Now, we're with an agency that's outside of CPS, and they should go as well, but our agency hasn't been to any of them. The parents, the biological parents and family, they can also call in, which has never happened. Let's see, biological family can come, and actually the grandmother did come to this last one. And let's see, a kinship representative, and anybody who is kin who may want to have the child placed with them. And then mediator. And there's other people as well, but these are the people that I can remember off the top of my head. And these are the people who were at our last one. So, like I said, the grandmother was there, and that was pretty emotional for me. She, no matter what kind of person that is, it's still, it's still her granddaughter. So that was emotional for me because she was explaining why she couldn't take care of her, and and she's got Blondie's half brother, and he's young as well. So she, didn't look like a very healthy woman. I don't know how old she is, but she's a grandmother. So, I guess she could be my age. I don't know. But anyway, so she said that she works full time, but it seems like more than full time because she said she only had one weekend off a month. And anyway, so that was kind of emotional because she, did seem to care, and couldn't take care of her. And I think that she was defensive, and of course I would be too, but I don't think she liked me too much. And I'm just taking care of her granddaughter here. I do want to keep her granddaughter, but you don't go in saying that. Hey, I'm going to keep your child forever. You don't do that. That'd be rude. So anyway, the relatives who were interested, you'll talk about things to give the child permanency. Of course, it's a permanency conference, and one of those things in our case was some relatives who were interested in having Blondie live with them. Well, they ended up being ruled out because they couldn't make up their mind. It was back and forth. So I believe the judge gave them 2 weeks, and they never responded, so they were ruled out. Also ruled out were any Native American tribes, because there was some Native American interest at one point, and they were ruled out and gave no commitment to the child. I don't think they could find any kind of record of the family being members of the tribe. Okay, so CASA and the GAL, which is, again, the guardian ad litem, I hope I'm saying that right, they said that we were a good placement for her. They seem to be in the agreement that she needs to get permanency in a good home, which would be us. Let's see. The the guardian ad litem, which is the attorney for the baby or for the child, explained to the grandmother about committing to the child and doing what's best. Because at one point, I think the grandmother realized that her daughter, who is Blondie's biological mother, is not going to, is most likely not going to have a chance to get custody of Blondie back. Of course, anything can happen, but it just didn't look that way at the time. So she said, well, I guess I can find some way to take her. So Blondie's attorney explained to her what would be best for the child. Would she be able to parent her and her stepbrother or her half brother and give her the life that she, as a young little girl, would need. And again, that was pretty emotional. She agreed that she couldn't. So, and I'm not going to go into what Casa thinks of the lady or anything like that, because that has nothing to do with this. But I don't think she'd have a chance to get her to parent her anyway, because I don't think she would pass that. From what I've understood, she wouldn't pass the home study. But anyway, it's sad. It's sad either way. As much as I want her to live here, it's sad to know that somebody else would be losing her. So anyway, it ended with a mediation being scheduled for 2 weeks out. So there wasn't much going on there. I mean, it was just a meeting to make sure everything was going as planned, I guess, and to see where everybody was, and if there was any relatives that were involved, that were interested. And at that point, there are not, because the grandmother declined interest and the other relatives who were interested declined interest. So they changed the goal to adoption. And of course, they always keep family reunification open until rights are terminated. So it was unrelated adoption, family reunification. So that brought us onto the table because we're unrelated and we would like to adopt her. So like I said, it ended with mediation scheduled for 2 weeks. And I will come back with another video to explain what mediation is.